Hi, hello everyone. It is me, Peeled Open, the Onion. I know I've been gone for a while, and I thought I'd do a fun little playthrough of my childhood. So this is Pac-Man World 2. In my opinion, one of the a really good and hard old school. No, not hard, but when you're little, it's hard. But yeah, it's an old game. And like normal, I'm very quiet whenever I have to play, so only one is if I'm lonesome. So yeah, so welcome. This is quite the game, if the camera doesn't give it away. Yeah. Oh, you were wondering where Pac-Man got that from in Smash Bros? It's from this. It's from Pac-Man World games. Because these games are fun. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, it's so nostalgic. There we go, that's how I got that. And this one's like that. So yeah, welcome to a nice, slow, friendly playthrough. So at first, you know, I'll just do it right now. So at first, it's just going to be just a couple of levels at a time, and then it'll be full, probably I could probably get this whole chapter of the game done in probably 20 minutes. So yeah, we'll just do it from that. Probably each of these will probably be like 10-20 minutes. And it's just welcome to my childhood. Growing up, I would just play this game and a few other games on the GameCube, the N64. That's what I grew up with. Those are my consoles, N64 and GameCube. And N64 is very loose because the fact that me and my brother, we only had 4 games growing up. And that was a Hot Wheels game, a Power Rangers game, which we've lost since then, sadly. I would have probably done that as a dumb little thing with with Valender. See how you guys would respond to him seeing what Power Rangers it was back then on gaming. So the goal for me is I'm going to collect as many tokens as I possibly can, because then I can unlock the art stuff, and that's the goal. Like, I just want to unlock a few things for you guys, because this game really was a pinnacle of my childhood. Because when you don't have many games growing up, you tend to replay or try to 100% or whatever are your games, and it was very it's kind of like one of those, like, back in my day. But yeah, growing up with a GameCube and being a Nintendo person, it really is something. Because if you had Xbox, like, sure, like, you had a very good selection, not gonna lie. If you grew up with Xbox and such, you had a very good selection of game. I'm not gonna say you guys didn't, because I would be lying to myself. Because I think Xbox has a great selection of video games. Come on. Oh, fucking bullshit. So, oh yeah, that's right. Me and my brother used to do it from right here. Aim, fire, like that. Okay. Try not to get hit. One more shot and we win. And I'll be trying to get as many of these as possible. And Galaga. So, you would really want to, back then, when I grew up, you would really, can I please change the camera? Please. Come on. Okay. There we go. This is what, yeah, 3D Pac-Man. Jesus. It was super nostalgic, not gonna lie. Booting up this old game. Man. Just my childhood. It's all right here on the screen right now. It's pretty crazy, to be honest. Just thinking about it. You can easily cheat the ghost too. That was one of the best parts whenever you were in a pickle. Just cheating the ghost. Anyways, getting back to my thing. Growing up, like, it was just like the few games you had was the few games that you would stick with if you didn't really have the funds for getting new games. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people might understand that who are about my age or even Valender's age. If you had like 5 games, you played the hell out of all 5 games before you would even contemplate spending your money for a new game was like the best thing ever. Like, getting a new game was the pinnacle of everything. It was just the greatest feeling, because you would have a new game that you can finally just play and complete. And it was the idea of completing a game and like going to school and bragging about it. It was amazing, because I don't think enough people understand the fact that, like, sure, you can buy any amount of games. Games are pretty, I would say, kind of cheap. Depending on what kind of stuff you're doing. But like, it really just changed how things were. Because like, let's put it this way. You play a game and you get like, let's say 5 hours of game time. And that's just doing the story. Completing the whole game though took like, I don't know, an hour and a half more. I mean, that's not much, but it technically was a huge amount, because that little amount of time was a lot of different things. Okay, landed. Cool. It was just a lot of different things that could change and influence how you played the game. Okay, so I need to actually land on that platform because I'm going for the Galgas. But yeah, it was just this thing. Like, if you, where is it? Right here. Okay. If you went ahead and just played the game, called it good, and you finished, it was no longer rewarding. It wasn't fun anymore. It just didn't feel right. Okay, so I activated that and that, and we, oh shit. Come on, Pac, swim up. Can I? Oh no, I need to go all the way back over here. And I might just be rambling. I might cut out most of this, but like, for me growing up, getting a new game was very rare. It was a bunch of rent video games and such, and borrowing from friends and neighbors, and it really was something else, because there was just no way to actually just like be like, hey, I have a lot of money, I'm gonna go buy a video game. Cool. Sounds easy nowadays. To me now, if I could go back and tell my younger self, like, hey man, when you're older, you're going to be able to buy all the video games you want just when you want to, and you'll amass your own collection. I don't know. I think my younger self would call me a liar. And then just secretly hope that this person that claimed that they were my future self was actually telling the truth. Because it's really something. And I don't think it's really, like, nowadays looked upon that well, because personally, like, it's hard to do this and speak at the same time. I'm so sorry that all my thoughts are rambly, but it's just like it's different now. It's games that I would have grew up playing cost like $10 at most, or at minimum, and then some of the crazier games, like me and my brother's favorite, Paper Mario and 1,000 Year Door for the GameCube. That's one of our favorites on here. That's like I think like a few records go saying it was like an $80 to $100 game. And it's kind of crazy thinking about that, because like you wouldn't think a game would generally cost that much, but it's kind of crazy that they aged so, I would say, well. I need to kill the ghost first. Can you kill what's living, or what's not living? It's already dead? I do wonder. There we go. I could just take the easy way. No, I'll risk it. There we go. But yeah, it's just like games for me and my brother, and for a lot of people who were in my situation growing up, didn't really understand that, or we understood that each game was special and such. I'll read this. Pac-Man, Spooky says you can't have that golden fruit thingy. It's my big froggy tongue should get that. As long as you don't butt bounce on it. Okay, see? Oh. So basically, the game's just giving a tutorial on how to do this. Anyways, I'm not going to read the future dialogue because my dialogue sounds very weird, because I am very quiet at this moment. So, yeah, it's just the fact that games. Come on, there we go. Now I'm gonna have to rev roll. I'm so sad that they didn't have that in Smash Bros. Rev rolling would be so good. Just doing that. You can finally compete with Sonic. Oh, fuck. I might actually die on this one. But it's just so fun to think about. There we go. To think about how, like, a game back then to me was like, oh, if I get a game, it has to be that I can play it for hours. No, like, oh, I'll pick it up and then I'll play it again later sometime. It was, if I buy this game, or if I get this game, I have to be committed to beat it and such. And I find that really unique from my childhood. So yeah, sorry about that. This one was all rambling about my childhood, but yeah, that's one of, I think, 10 areas. It's not even 20 minutes, it's barely even 15. But thank you guys for listening, and I hate to be the one out of me and Val to say this, but I would personally, I appreciate if you guys give us a few likes if you actually enjoyed it, because it tells us that you're actually liking the content we put out, and it makes it easier for us to pinpoint what we're doing right, and according to what you guys think what we're doing right versus what we're doing right as in what you guys like, and what we're doing wrong as in what you guys might not agree with or something. And of course, please comment. We do enjoy reading them. And it's always a blast whenever we get to reply. I know I'm not as active as Val on the channel, but I'll try my best to respond. And once again, thank you guys for joining a long time ago, and no see quiet peeled open, and I hope you guys have a good one. Oh, actually, before if you guys are still listening after I say that, yeah, basically back then a game was more than just its sum of money. It was how dedicated you were going to be to it, because if you weren't going to be dedicated, you just wasted your money. So yeah, bye.